I think there's always an element of danger involved when you're crossing an open ocean channel, let alone the Channel of Bones. You know, this is known to be a very rough channel, the Kaiwi Channel between Molokai and Oahu. You know, something that I think most of these riders, they're not just throwing themselves into, they're taking months of preparation, and they have to be confident in their abilities to tackle this event, let alone enter it. So if something goes wrong, conditions are not as predicted, we get an injury, we're gonna really be grateful to have that escort boat near us.
So the Kaiwi requires escort boat to cross the channel, and it's a must-have. It's an absolute safety issue without an escort. At any time, if you have equipment failure or you personally have issues physically, there's no way out. You're not going to end up back on land. So the escort is required for sure. For me personally, I have a very special bond with my crew. She is my wife and one of the most experienced wahine on island. And her name's Katie Stevens, and she is my team, is willing to jump in the water to feed me when I need it, is willing to give me encouragement all the way across and help me get there. Without her, I wouldn't make it.
Purpose of the escort boat is primarily and number one, safety for the crew. We're meant to be there in case anything happens and render assistance to the paddlers and make sure that everything's okay until like official help can come along. Secondary, we are there to do the change-ups in like six-man races where they have multiple paddlers switching in and out of boats. Also for the relays, we switch paddlers in and out. And in solo races, we get the fluids and nourishment to the paddlers.
It's a big responsibility for the escort boat captain. There's so much to watch, being responsible for other canoes and just making sure everybody's safe. But, just staying out of the way, giving information to your team, refueling the team as far as drinks and water, and just trying to stay close for support. They know you're there.
Well, usually if it's flat, I know, just depends on the coach's call, what he sees, how far the women can take it. Obviously the less water changes you do, that everybody has a different strategy to that. Like they want to change out their strokers a lot more, or they want to keep their pit in longer. So it just really depends on the crew. So I'll probably be steering the entire race. And as far as for preparing for that, you just tuck and hide all your goodies in the canvas. You got your water pack, and you just got to be ready for anything.
In these races, we're been clocked up to 25 knots. So our directive is that anything that floats, we have on the trampoline, and the canoe goes off the side. We have a man on board that falls over. Immediately we turn up into the wind. We have a spotter that keeps an eye on where they are, and then we throw stuff off the float so they can hopefully get to. We have a great team, so I'm not really concerned with that too much. But when it gets really big seas, it can go from just the most fun you've had to like just disaster. So mitigating that is our protocol is that we stop, we turn the boat into the wind, and if we have to, we'll take the sail up and we'll paddle to where the passenger is, because it's really tough. If it's big seas, it kind of goes where they want you to go. So we'll do whatever we can to save that person. But it's definitely a thought. It's one of our first safety thoughts, and fortunately, we've never had anything happen. Everybody hangs on pretty tight.